It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And up next, we'll see Drake London. He's coming off a stellar day, scoring twice and adding a bunch of yards as well. It's the Falcon.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, it's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is. But to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one, remember, going into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning, and they do the exact opposite.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
At the 20-yard line.
Now a third-round pick a year ago. Here's Rashad White. Still fighting for more. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. His second rushing touchdown of the year and third overall. And the Bucs are on the board first here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops sounded good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This fielded right at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Falcons ready to go to work here on offense. And at the helm in his second season, Charles, it's Desmond Ridder.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
Ridder and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And right away he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. To throw, Mayfield. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. To run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football.
2nd and 10. Here's the 8th overall pick from Texas. It's Bijan Robinson. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Back to throw, Ridder. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
Here we go.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. Short throw to Smith. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's second down.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9. Ready. At the 42-yard line.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Ritter. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Ritter off the play fake. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time. You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. Koo knocks this one through the post. So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. You talk about this Falcon defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 20.
One thing you can say, they get after it.
There he goes, left side. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 60 yards rushing for him now in just his first 3 carries.
I don't care what the game plan was coming in. After these runs,
you're running it, right?
you make sure you keep circling on your play sheet, running plays that are working, and keep patting those big offensive linemen on the back. They're doing a great job.
Goes without saying the defense is going to have to adjust to it.
In a big way, and they've got to figure out, do they have to sell out to stop the run, or can they just do it better than what they've done so far?
Here now, 2nd and 4.
26-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it. This is caught by Evans. Touchdown! Mike Evans. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So out come the Falcons now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A check-in on the numbers last week for Robinson. 14 carries, 61 yards.
And I know that last week's game is over, but this feels almost like a continuation of what he did in the previous game. It's almost as if in his mind he knitted together the 2 weeks with no break. He's off to a nice start here.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
Ritter to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but he did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. A 1st down throw from Mayfield. Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this 1st half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
21-3 is your score after 1. 2nd quarter now, Falcon football, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Here we go. Here we go.
Ritter back to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Well, Rashad White and the rest of this Tampa Bay offense going back to work now.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Throw out right. It's brought in by Otten.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Throwing, Mayfield. Finding Otten once more. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Mayfield now. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is White on the screen. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. A 4th down. Here's Jake Camarda on to punt for the Bucs. And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. Bijan Robinson and the Falcons back onto the field. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Ritter will set up to throw it. That's out wide here for Robinson. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. The Falcons at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Good work after the catch. Gets them 15 and a 1st down.
Ready. Striker, 3-3. Ready.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
At the 40-yard line.
Ready.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. A complete to Drake London.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 19. A good pickup there at 22.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Down Robinson.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
90 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. This is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Bijan Robinson.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Falcons are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
And just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. They'll let Robinson try and run. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime.
18.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've hit the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin this third quarter.
We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Mayfield. Delivering a pass here to Evans on the out route.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Mayfield looks to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Arnold Ebiketie charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. He'll get that out to the flat to White.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
This is brought in at the 21. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it will be Falcon football. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Here we go.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 28-yard line.
Black swap. Ready?
He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Ready, ready. Ready.
Robinson up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Ritter now on 2nd down. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw. That's only half the battle because they got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit great containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of the play that looked like it was in trouble.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 102 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Back to throw, Ritter. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
Go down.
Ritter. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Desmond Ritter. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. So a very strong first drive in this second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Coup for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was Desmond Ritter taking it himself to finish the drive. Following the touchdown, here's Coup to kick off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. A run there on 1st down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Mayfield to throw it. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Here is 3rd and 5.
From the gun, Mayfield.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to kick it away. .42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Bijan Robinson leading for another drive.
He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more.
Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Here's Ritter.
Under pressure, they got him again. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
You know that did not feel good. Vita Vea against the run. Well, he'll surprise you with his quickness and his upfield agility in order to get to the quarterback. If you're blocking him, it's going to be a long afternoon or evening, a tough proposition.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down. Up incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
They start the drive with White. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
104 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that tackle.
Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. They go right back to White here on 1st down. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he's a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
To throw, Mayfield. Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete.
And Godwin going to have a Bucs 1st down as the tackle is made right at the 25-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. He completes it to Evans. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Here's Mayfield.
Looking Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. And he is going to have the Bucs 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll go up the middle with White. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. They run straight ahead here with White. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Throwing, Mayfield. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Ritter with it after the play fake.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
It's a big play there for Atlanta. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still, some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Robinson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Mayfield now.
And there's a short one taken in by Otten.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick six will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Back now comes Tampa Bay. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Now the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after. 2nd down, Mayfield. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he will get enough for a 1st down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Mayfield with it once more. It's caught. This is White. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. A throw over the middle taken in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. There's Evans again, complete. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Mayfield's throw complete to Otten. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Mayfield on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review of this being... So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one snap closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Regular. What's up?
4th down, Mayfield. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Bucs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
On the ready.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Into the hands of London. And now look at this. pass. Big gain, but a fumble. Now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. This is Hamler on the crossing route. He's got it. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Set, ready.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Ritter will set up to throw it. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Trying to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important, too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Ready.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Set.
To the air again, it's Ritter. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Here we go, set.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that